It's time for the Brouhaha Sports Show. Brouhaha Sports with award-winning sports writer Dale McKee and co-host Marshall Wood. Talking sports with the legends of the game and famous sports personalities. Brouhaha. Now to Marshall and Dale with tonight's guest.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Brouhaha. Marshall Wood and Dale McKee sitting here thinking about what's going on in the world of sports today, and what better place to start than talking to Dale McKee, sports writer.
Yes, sir.
40 plus years, they say.
That's what they say. Yeah. It's probably longer than that.
Are you having a great day?
I've had a busy day already.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm having a great day.
Yeah, had a busy day.
Buddy.
Had a busy day.
Yeah. What's going on in the world of sports? Did you write Did you write one of them? What do you call them things?
Columns.
Columns. Yeah.
Well, I didn't write what I usually write because of the fact that it's kind of a lull week, and when I write it on Sunday, they got the All-Star game and SEC Media Days this week, and I'll recap that next week.
Yeah, that'd be a big one.
But there wasn't much to recap from last week, locally. Anything. The draft was here, and we're going to talk to Billy Watkins today, and he's going to fill us in a little bit about his take on the Major League Baseball draft, because we had a lot of Mississippians. They're going to be millionaires here in the next few months.
Wow.
So
I wish we were.
Yeah. And so, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be nice. Can't sing or dance.
Well, if Jamie would pay us more, we could do.
Calling all Jamie's out there.
I mean, I just want him to pay me what ESPN pays their names.
Well, maybe you could get you an interest. Now I'm going back. I'm shutting up.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Yeah. We go.
Let's go something else.
Hey, Jamie may, if we can't get too smart, he may do away with us.
What? Why would he do that?
Oh, James got a lot going on down there at WABO.
Yes, sir.
He's
trying to get it fixed up for
down here at WABO. See, we're part of the family.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of neglect that went on for a lot of years.
Was it?
Well, I'm just talking about the building itself. He's done a lot of improvements.
He's working hard on that building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And they had to get a new, what are they called, satellite maybe, or a tower or something,
Oh.
So it costs a little money now.
Well, we got to get the Brouhaha out there. It's got to go. I mean, there's people out there waiting to see what's coming up.
Yeah.
And we got to be able to tell them. I'll tell you what about what's coming up. We got a show. We have a show, as you well know. We've been doing this for a number of years now. We usually have a guest.
Yes.
And do you have a guest?
I do. I have. We've had him on here. I know at least once. Mississippi. I think he's one of the best writers I've ever read in a newspaper. Billy Watkins. He used to work for Marin Star and Clarion Ledger for years. He got his start in sports, and then he moved over to feature writing. He's written a couple books.
Look at there. Some donkey. What is going on? But anyway, not Billy Watkins.
I wish you wouldn't make those. I wish you wouldn't make those sounds on the air.
Billy Watkins is a big deal.
Yeah, he's one of the most gifted writers that I've been around, and I've been knowing him since 1973. So he's about one of the most famous sports writers we've had here, isn't he? Yeah. I think he's. I would say he's in the top 2 or 3.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky to have him, and you know what? You right in there with him.
No.
You know this guy since '73. You've been fooling around writing stuff for a while.
Yeah, I have, but I didn't. I didn't do it full time.
That wasn't your primary.
Yeah, I mean, you could think, okay, I do a column a week.
Yeah.
Well, these guys in these sports departments, they have to do like 3 a week. So you got to find subjects. I mean, you got to be.
And that's like all the time. That's not just 1 week a month.
So and I'm just saying, it's just different. I can crank 1 out a week.
Yeah.
I'm doing some football previews right now for the Laurel paper on the on the two schools over here, and I'm writing a feature for them. So I keep busy like that, but I try to keep my I like seeing these young coaches that I used to watch play, like Corey Reynolds and Daryl Carter. Yeah. I got to see those guys play, and now they're coaching. I saw Marcus Boyles play. Saw Todd Mangum play down at Jones. Just some of the guys that are.
Man, you're old.
Wayne County people are familiar with.
Yeah.
So,
how old are you, Dale?
huh?
How old are you?
I don't think I don't look as old as you.
Well, listen, Billy Watkins is our guest, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's take a break to hear from one of our sponsors, and Dale and I will be back with tonight's guest, Mr. Billy Watkins, right after this commercial break.
Phillips Building Supply in Laurel, your hometown building supply store since 1954. We are locally owned and pride ourselves on helping our customers find exactly what they need. From foundations to roofs to doors and windows, Phillips has it. For tools, hardware, lumber, and plywood, visit Phillips Building Supply.
Welcome to the show, Billy Watkins. Billy, good to have you again. Last time we talked a lot about you and your writings and your books that you've written, and we just enjoyed that so much, and glad to be able to have you back on the show today. But listen, you wrote a little story yesterday. Why don't you tell us about the Parker brothers from Purvis, Mississippi?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank y'all for having me. I always have fun talking to y'all, so appreciate it. Those guys come from a real special family, and JoJo went last night in the first round of the draft at number 8, and his slot value pick is $6.8 million. And Jacob, the other fraternal twin, he'll hear his name called early today in the second part of the draft. They're both signed with Mississippi State. I don't know if JoJo will make it to Starkville because that's a lot of life-changing money right there, $6.8 million. And those teams are not going to lose that first-round pick. They'll do whatever they can to sign it. But they're just two extraordinary kids. Their dad, he played at Purvis High too, and was paralyzed making a tackle his junior year of high school. But he's gone on. He fought through it. Gone on, and now he's a successful lawyer, the county court judge in Lamar County, and have a great family. And I think they've got a lot of inspiration from him through the years about hard work and not being denied.
Yes, that's an outstanding. So you know how these conversations go. So you brought something up in your conversation. Okay. Can state pay him $6 million? And I was listening to Chip Kelly this morning, and he was talking about football. And most coaches, are talking about how the game is terrible now. I mean, even college coaches, He said the game's in a great position right now. He said that they started their NIL fund, that he gave $1 million, and he challenged people to do it. And 116 other people in Louisiana, LSU fans, gave $1 million. And that's all NIL money. So what I'm saying is that these boys are not going to be begging for their $15 laundry checks anymore on the NCAA level. But what's your take a little bit on this NIL? Is it going to put Ole Miss and Mississippi State at a disadvantage, and maybe Southern Miss?
I'll be honest with you, Dale. I just, it's really taken something away from the game to me. Now we all know that players were getting paid all throughout. I mean, it's been a long-standing, under-the-table deal, and we all know that. Now all the teams deny it, but we know the real world, and we know they were getting paid, but they were not getting paid the astronomical things that they are now. Sums, and I don't know. It's just taking something away. I mean, I'm sitting here with basically 2 months ago before the season starts, well, about a month and a half, and I'm going to have to start studying the rosters because I don't know a lot of these guys, and it just kind of takes something away. I don't know, and I'll tell you, everybody I talk to says the same thing. I've yet to find anybody to say, "Oh man, I love the NIL." I just can't find that. You drove Nick Saban out of coaching, basically, and but I think Ole Miss has capitalized on it. I think that's due to Lane Kiffin's pro experience and learning how to do a free agent market and that sort of thing, and I think it's helped Ole Miss. But I just wonder if it's sustainable for years and years. I just don't know. Because everything else is going up. Tickets, parking, at Ole Miss tailgating, it's just taking a toll. And how many people can do that for several years? I just don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
It reminds me of kind of what happened. Used to, and I grew up, we all grew up, we were watching these football teams, the NFL, and then in college, and particularly in the NFL, when they went to the free agency, we lost our teams, and we couldn't, used to have a relationship, could build a relationship in your mind with the team. Now it changes every year, and it's happened to college, and it's just, I feel your pain. It drives me nuts, but that is the new world we now reside in, I do suppose.
Billy, there's a magazine, Mississippi, Today in Mississippi, and I was writing last month, I had to have it in July 1st for the August edition, but they asked me to do the previews on Southern Miss, Ole Miss, and State, and so I'm going through everything, and so I'm doing it old school. I always do things just like we used to, get as many names as you can in there, and I was trying to keep as many of the returning players in there for sure, their names. And what I finally, I had to call every SID and say, is this guy still on the team? Is this guy still on the team? and I learned a couple weren't, and a couple had come back. I'm thinking, thank goodness, But when an article comes out in August, is it any good?
I know what you mean, man. It's great. I remember sitting at a game last year, and with my wife, and I said, now that guy last year was at Tennessee. That guy last year was at Oklahoma. That guy out there, he was with Florida. It was just on and on. And she looked at me like, what? And I said, that's the most common sense thing I've heard today. Was what? But it's fun. It's still fun. The competition is great. Teams are, it gives State, Ole Miss, Southern a chance, to get some players. But it's just, how much money is it going to take to sustain this thing? I just don't know.
Well, I mean, they're you go on these college campuses now, they're having to charge you for everything. I mean, you used to, I don't even think you can park on the Ole Miss campus anymore without a parking pass, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you have to have it, yeah.
And those are very expensive, it's kind of driving away. I was just thinking back, and I told my wife, when we used to go to college games, if we'd go to Oxford, we would sit in the end zone. If I took the whole family, we'd just sit in the end zone. We could get it for $40. This was back in the 90s, which wasn't that long ago, And, we 4 tickets, and I mean, you watch the game, and I mean, it was nice. If you found a parking place on the campus, I mean, it was great, And now I was just thinking, if I had kids and I wanted to take them and my wife to the game, I don't know if I could afford it. And I don't make a bad living, but I don't make a great living either. I mean, I'd like to be a millionaire, but I didn't learn how to play baseball in high school. But anyway.
Well, you and I both know that you look at the crowds and the people in the crowds, and there's some people who can pay whatever they need to pay. But the average fan can't do that. They can't pay the money now. Instead of going to 5 or 6 games now, a lot of people are only going to be able to afford 2 or 3 games. If it keeps going and going and going like it is, and that's sad to me, especially with all the games on TV now. That's really what a lot of my friends are saying. I stay home and watch it on TV. I'm not promoting that at all. I'm just stating facts that a lot of people have bowed out and say, I'm going to watch it on TV.
Well, I don't think yeah, I know they want you on campus, Billy, as a fan, but also you look at it like this, if these prices keep going up, everybody's going to be watching TV, but I don't know if the colleges really worry about that because it's all about TV ratings. I heard SEC is fixing to do an international SEC. Have you heard that? They're going to have they're going to, I guess, promote the SEC around the country. And one of the sports announcers was talking about it this morning on the SEC network. He said he was in Paris, and he said he found, he saw 2 Roll Tide. One of them in a wine store and one of them somewhere else. It said Roll Tide. He said he didn't see an LSU or Georgia. He just saw Roll Tide, But I mean, so
I've not heard that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is it's a different type fan now than we were back in the day.
It is. It is. You're right about that. Everything changes, and we have to adapt. But I can tell you, a family of 4, that is a chunk of money. If you're going to go, season tickets and all that, that's a lot of money. I just don't know how many Mississippians have that kind of money, and it's sad, and it affects all the schools. I mean, all the D1 schools. So I don't like it, but it's the way it is.
Yeah. You got a question for him, Marshall?
No, I was just trying to clear my throat.
Oh, you're just trying to clear your throat on
I'm getting ready.
Me and Marshall got these signals. He clears his throat sometimes. But how are they going to have fans grow up? I mean, camps are different, than they used to be as far as getting kids on campus. So I'm just, but there's not a lot of loyalty for. I mean, I've witnessed here in the past week. Kid from New Albany, kid from West Jones, kid from Hattiesburg. I mean, they're going all out of state. There's a kid somewhere up in Jackson, too. He's going out of state. I mean, they don't have any loyalty to our university, some of these high school kids.
Well, there's so many games on TV now.
Yeah.
The world has just shrunk. I mean, they don't think anything about signing with Oregon or Michigan or Arizona State, whoever. I mean, it's when it's like that, it does kind of just take away from the Mississippi loyalty part of it. Truthfully, lately, how many recruiting battles have Ole Miss State and Southern waged? Not nearly as many as it used to be. They seem to be they each have their own strategy as far as drafting kids or signing kids. And drafting would be a better word to describe, actually, now. But, every kid now sees every jersey just about on Saturday if they want to. And they don't see just the Mississippi games anymore. They don't, it's just sad. I don't know. I've been in this a long time, and maybe the younger people think it's school and all that, but I just remember like y'all do when it was really meant something that somebody wanted to be a Mississippi State Bulldog or wanted to be a Southern Miss Golden Eagle or Ole Miss Rebel or whatever. Yeah. That meant something. And I don't know, it's just taking something away. But it was fun watching people like Jackson Dart play. I mean, he would have never been here if it wasn't for NIL. And that kid, I don't know what he earned while he was there, but he earned every dime of it because he made him a lot of money being there.
He sure did.
But
well,
I don't know. It's football. We'll watch it, and somehow or another, and we'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
But
let's
sure
commit
does
to do
seem come
that.
around quicker now. Yeah.
all right. I
What
remember.
about? Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you ask your question.
I was just going to ask y'all, what do y'all like to watch now? High school, college, NFL?
I'm more of a high school guy myself.
I seem to in the NFL. You know, I'll turn on the Saints, but I'm not watching them. I mean, I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're behind.
Yeah.
I'll turn over here and watch the Cowboys for a little bit, or whatever what it is. But we do follow the Dolphins a lot here in this area because of Benito Jones from Wayne County. We watched.
Yeah.
I like to watch
Yeah.
him play. Of course, I like a lot of the young quarterbacks. I love Joe Burrows. I love Jaden Daniels. I like to watch them play. I mean, they seem to be making some spectacular plays to be so young in that league. And so I like to watch them play, and I follow Dak. You know, watching him play some.
Sure.
Saints are tough to watch these days since Drew left, and
Oh my goodness!
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully it'll be better this year.
yeah,
You know.
but I
hope
don't.
so.
Yeah, but I'm not like I used to be every Sunday. You know, when Archie played, I was there watching, but nowadays. I guess I like the college game most of all. I like to, I always go to the state championship games, high school, and I love that because you see the best of the best. Used to cover games, and I remember covering a game at Mount Olive when Steve McNair was playing. They were playing Natchez Cathedral, I believe, and it was 48-0 at halftime. So, you run into high school games like that sometime. I
love those Friday nights. I really still love those Friday night games. It's just so unique, and I don't know, it's just something about them. I can't put my finger on it, but
the smell of the grass.
it's just so pure. It's pure. That's one thing.
Well, I would hate to rain on this purity parade, but I tell you, it seems to me like there's a lot of kids in high school changing schools on a pretty steady basis when it moves around. You see kids, particularly in the Jackson area, and that I don't really like that very much. I'm an old school guy, man. I just wish things could stay like they were, but they sure are changing.
They are. They've actually put in some rules to where it's not as easy to do that now, but it's hard. It's hard to understand what all is going on. I mean, I'm like you trying to write that article. I mean, even high school and other sports, I can't name a lot of the starters. I can't. I'm going to have to educate myself real quickly here in a month and a half to know who's who. I remember when they was fined, but how long was that? That's been a long time now. So I don't know. I just wonder. Kids will get interested in a transfer. He'll be there a year. They'll buy his jersey. Then what do they do with it? Used to you could buy so and so's jersey when he was a sophomore and wear it for 3 years.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen.
Well,
that doesn't happen anymore.
It's just like the guy for the Eagles. Eagles got a third-string quarterback named Tanner McKee. And I looked up to see if I could buy his jersey, and I said, well, now, if I buy this Eagle jersey, he may not be there next year. I'll be walking around.
It'd still be a cool-looking jersey, though, for you. With a key on the back.
Yeah.
Guys, I hate to do it, but I warned y'all at the start I'd show up at some time and rain on the parade. That's my job, so I'm raining. The rain's falling, guys. Listen, Billy, thank you for taking time and being with us today, man. We appreciate you, what you mean to the state of Mississippi and to us. We're thankful for you, brother. Going to ask you to hold on for just...
That's nice. I appreciate y'all very much. I always enjoy being with y'all.
Well, thank you kindly.
Thank
So
you.
you hang on just a second. Dale and I are going to take a break here from one of our sponsors and be back with tonight's final segment of the Brouhaha right after this commercial break.
Phillips Building Supply in Laurel, your hometown building supply store since 1954. We are locally owned and pride ourselves on helping our customers find exactly what they need. From foundations to roofs to doors and windows, Phillips has it. For tools, hardware, lumber, and plywood, visit Phillips Building Supply.
Welcome back, everybody, to tonight's closeout session with Dale McKee and I. I tell you what, Billy, he's an interesting guy.
Oh, he's well versed. I mean, you know.
I guess, as far as sports writers go, not the present company, counting you not included. I mean, you'd have to say that guy, probably one of the most famous Mississippi sports writers.
Well, you'd have to read, Rick Cleveland and Billy.
Those are the two of the big ones.
I mean, those are the two that that I kind of. When I first started the business, they were first started, but they went on to glory. And I went to the post office and then the school system, so you know how that goes.
But look at you now. Man, it's your time to shine, Dale. You got a blank check microphone there. Your time to shine.
There you go.
And you do shine. We appreciate you.
Sometime.
Oh, you shine.
Everything.
Shine like a diamond, man.
Yeah.
Anything else in the world of sports on your mind today? I was looking at something that's on the internet, and the Ole Miss Rebels on 247 Sports reported this.
Okay.
And this is the class of 2025 recruiting rankings. And this was 15 hours ago. I found this on the internet. They've got Southern Cal, number 1. Georgia, number 2. Texas A&M 3, Notre Dame 4, Alabama 5. Ohio State 6, LSU 7, Michigan 8, Miami 9, Oregon 10, Clemson 11, Florida State, Tennessee, Texas, Pennsylvania, the Gators, Washington, the Pony Express, North Carolina, Yale, Syracuse, UCLA, Indiana, Arkansas, and Minnesota. Man, that don't sound right at all to me, Dale. Does it you?
Now, what are those rankings?
Those are the class of 2026 recruiting rankings. But that's next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what they're signing their classes for now.
Well, they can't sign them until December.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
But
December
they're
of this year for the 2026 class. They can commit, but it's just like somebody told me, just because you commit doesn't mean you're gonna go there.
Commitment don't mean nothing. We got to come up with another name for that. Well, what besides commitment? Because it's really not a commitment anymore, is it?
Yeah.
What would be a good name for that, Dale?
Let me think. I'll think about it.
You'll think about it? I'll think about it.
I'll
commit to think about it.
I'm thinking about coming to your school, but I'm not going to make a commitment. I'm just thinking about it. But now, how much was that money again? But a lot of these kids, and we should ask Billy this too. A lot of them got agents now coming out of high school. I mean, there are leeches in the world. You know what I mean?
Leeches.
Going after people's money, and some people, are just trying to hook on to one of these athletes, and you're gonna go be their agent.
I kind of like me hooking on to you with this radio stuff.
I'm hooked on
I'm
to you.
a leech.
I'm hooked on to you. We're both hooked on to Kenny, right?
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness.
So,
well,
anyway, I just don't like it. Agents being for college kids,
well.
Parents that find,
Well, Dale, we're about out of time. We got to leave some time for some sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you being with us today.
All right.
Well, let's thank our listeners.
Appreciate you having me.
Well, glad to have you. Thank our listeners out there. We're talking to you for joining us tonight, and Billy Watkins. We appreciate him. We want to remind you that you can follow us on Facebook at the Brouhaha, and all the shows are cataloged for you to listen to on demand at our YouTube channel, the Brouhaha. But now it is time to say goodbye, Dale.
Goodbye, Dale.
Goodbye, Dale, and we'll see you next week for more of the Brouhaha. Get us out of here, Jamie.
You've been listening to the Brouhaha with Del McKee and Marshall Wood. Heard Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. on WABO. For more of the Brouhaha, follow us during the week on Facebook and WABO.